between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Taken in at the 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Bears, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
The Jaguars at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lawrence. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On second down, a run with ETN.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
And the decision paid off indeed. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
at their 25-yard line.
Back to throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Fields on 3rd down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They snap it to Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 7-7, our score after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On first down, Lawrence. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and now it's 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here's Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete right side to Komet. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Fields to Komet there for a Chicago first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Fields on first down.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
On second and goal, Fields in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Caleb Chason, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Fields. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
A give running right, Etienne.
4 yards to pick up, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they're cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run the counter. Knox. And some room to maneuver. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 61 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
A give to ETN running right. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
I'm ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Albert Okwuegbunam.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 17-14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll roll him out right.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Here's a give to Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Fields now to throw.
Man open, here is Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields.
Complete to Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy in the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Fields.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They send him back at the 36.
K'Lavon Chaisson
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
We have played 3 quarters.
On the 6.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dominique Robinson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced them to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
A handoff for Herbert.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
To throw is Fields. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bears have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Jaguars 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Look at me.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Here we go!
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Jags first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Lawrence. They're going right back to Hamler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Back to throw. Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it, maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
Close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Jacksonville, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.